Well, it's a great recognition because even that I have won some prizes before, it's something which is not depends on judges. It doesn't don't depend in any subjective measures. A very objective measure of people used in the case. So in that sense, for somebody who is very data oriented, that's the best recognition you could get. And by the way, having such an adoption rate means really it was a good case. It was recognized not by one person but by many of them. So it's a real recognition. It's the real prize. So I think it was relatively easy. We are talking about a company which is Apple. Everybody knows it. So therefore, it's very easy to relate to. And then we are talking about the challenges that all the tensions and the disruptions in the world. So everybody's feeling that. Everybody saw that during the different disruptions, trying to obtain a mobile phone. The latest version is not that, and so on. So that is easy to relate. And at the same time, it's very interesting to say, oh, this is one of the biggest companies in the world, one of the biggest disruptions. What would you do? So I think it was almost meant to be very popular because the two topics are extremely relevant. So the interesting thing to me is basically when you write a case like this, you want to go beyond what is obvious. You want to try to understand what are the dilemmas. And quite often, if you talk to executives, they will give you a nice story. And you need to ask them, what are the alternatives? Why did you do this rather than this? And then is when you need to be relatively smart and very well prepared before doing the interview. It's not a best case. I don't want to challenge you, but I want to ask you why you didn't thought about alternatives. That's when a great case emerges. And this is the example on this case. Why did they went this route? Rather than, why not make the iPhone in Mexico? It would have made much more sense. And then is when you start to see the way of developing a great case.